Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. In today's show, Camera Tuesday, we're going to talk about Zoom H5 Studio. So let's dive deep into it. So this Zoom H5 Studio, it's a pro level quad channel audio recorder. Now be mindful, audio recorder that is portable means it's battery powered and you do not have to carry a giant cart or some big ass battery. It's just AA battery powered and handheld, meaning you technically can carry it in one hand without getting tired. So that's the whole point of it. And it's $370. Now that's not too expensive, not too cheap also. So it's a okay-ish kind of price. But as of now, when I'm recording this video, it's not announced in India, so I do not know what would be the price. It could be as low as 35,000, it could be as high as 60,000. Somewhere around that range, it would be there. Once it's announced, do type that in comment when you are watching this video if it's available. So that's there. Now it supports 32-bit. That's the new hotness. Every recorder should have that, and it has it. 192 kilohertz. That's damn. That bandwidth is huge. But be mindful, it is a portable recorder, it is battery powered, so it does have limitation. While it can do 32-bit 192 kilohertz, it can't do that when you are firing on all channels. So there are certain limitations. Read manual for exact combo that you want to use. But most of the time it's not an issue because some of the time they drop it to 96 kilohertz, which mind you, still more than good enough. So that's there. And it has 4 user replaceable AA batteries. Although back in the days everybody used to love them, nowadays they are not as desirable, simply because A, now you can have lithium ion batteries, B, you can have USB-C charging. So it's up to you. Many people still love them. Have fun, you can have that, because again ASD, by the time you add the cost of a basically AA charger and rechargeable AA batteries, it's not as cheap as you would think. So but again, it does have that option. It does support USB-C, meaning most high quality power bank can easily run this. So if you have a power bank and you have onboard batteries, you can run them on power bank, and if your power bank drops dead, this is like, I got you. So that's there. Now the mic onboard capsule, because it's a portable system, it's supposed to run on its own without requiring any other microphone. They have actually put money onto it, meaning everything inside has got an upgrade. The frame and the body, they have gone through cheapification, so it's much cheaper compared to the previous iteration. But my capsule itself went through some beefing up, so they have really increased it. Like, it takes a certain amount of balls to actually say, yeah, that our H5, which again its predecessor, we have amped it up by a lot, like genuinely a lot. So in terms of latitude, what kind of oomph it can give, it's 123 decibels. That's a lot. That's like a lot. So it's meaning the quietest sound can be captured, the mic will actually create enough signals, and the loudest sound before it clips, physically clips, so to say, it still would create enough signal. So that's a good system. And it does have much bigger and better color LCD, because the last variation was in like 10 years ago, so it was like, very low power LCD, black and white. This is at least a full-fledged color screen, although comparatively speaking Tascam does have a much bigger screen. So if you're like, hey, I need bigger screen, Tascam is your guy, not this. But this, again, for what it is, more than adequate enough, especially if you are coming from Zoom. So that's there. So the tech behind it, I do have to say, I do respect the fact that they actually show what they have. Many companies are claiming 32-bit float. Most are not actually saying do they have dual A to C or not. So problem is, when you're talking about real world audio range, it's a lot of range. Like a jet engine takeoff is loud, and when people's whispering, it's very quiet. Your microphone needs to capture it. Thankfully, microphone can capture it. Issue is there is no device that can digitize it. Meaning, if you take that sound and you directly try to map it to 24-bit, so people who do not understand the difference between mathematics and electronics will say, oh, 24-bit can record it. It's like, yeah, on paper, but you do not have perfect ADC. Analog to digital converter has noise, meaning the lower end is noisy, the upper end has distortion. So there is only a sweet spot. That sweet spot could be as low as 60 decibels. That's it. That's the sweet spot. You go above it, it starts to distort. Go below it, it starts to go, get lost in noise floor. So that's all you're gonna get. That's not a lot. And that's why we have gain. So whenever you are talking about gain, all it does, before the digital circuit, it goes through what we call pre-amplification. So in that pre-amplification, there is a circuit that you go like this, that knob setting that you see. So that knob boosts the gain. So what you are doing is basically trying to match the sweet spots to what you are expecting to record. Meaning, if you are expecting to record people's dialogue, you will move it in such a way that the sweet spot is captured by that. You will have some buffer and that's it. But if you are trying to capture something loud, let's say pew pew sounds, you will move it upwards so where it's like, it can capture that. But here's the deal, you will always be limited by the physical fact that analog to digital converter are not magic. They do have noise, and the sweet spot is like very limited. But your microphone is wide, so microphone is this much, your analog to digital converter is like half. So what can we do? Well, somebody smart came up with the idea, what if we have two analog to digital converter with their dedicated preamps? So the idea is you can have a one analog to digital converter who is very sensitive, meaning very low noise floor, super easy to amplify sounds, and it's really epic for low volumes. Epic for that. Fine-tuned, precise hardware for that one exact task. GG. But here's the problem with that. If you use that, most of the time it will clip. But when it's quiet, it's awesome, but it clips. Then you put another circuit. Again, fine-tune it, optimize it for loud noises, meaning have as low gain as possible. Meaning the microphone cannot clip this puppy. This puppy will have wider range than your microphone. Have two of them offset and have a digital switching that switches between both of them. Tada! Now you no longer have gain. So any circuit that has 32-bit float has no gain. There is no gain because the hardware is locked. And they have to lock it, otherwise you could make both of them too close and then it would be useless. So, and they arrange it in such a way that you go from sweet spot to sweet spot, so there is no noisy period. Super amazing thing. And when you go to basically 0 dB in your file and it's like 32-bit float, oh, it's clipping. It's not clipping. That's why that float symbol is there. Float simply means it has negative value, and here it starts to fold backwards. So 0 dB is that the line you see is 0 dB. Above that it's minus dB. Oh, sorry, positive dB. So, and whenever you go into your digital audio workstations, all they do is pull it down. They move the minus symbol. Tada! The symbol is the audio signal is still there. So this is the core logic of float. And I genuinely am shocked how many audio engineers are like, oh no, you don't need it. No, you need it. You freaking need it. You do not want to deal with a world where it's like, oh, I have a microphone that can record everything. It's just that freaking analog to digital converter can't handle it. It's like, it's literally, let me be very clear, that's how analog to digital converters sound to people who know what they're talking about. I am happy with the JPEG. I don't need RAW. What? It's like you do not want your device to be there. That's why you have two of them. And again, let that be very clear. There are certain pro ends that have 4 analog to digital converter because again, they want sweet spot of the sweet spot. But again, the decibel range goes down to like 25, I think. So they're like, oh, they have to stack 4 of them to get enough bandwidth. So no clipping, floating, you get full system, you do not have to do anything about it. It has phantom preamps because be mindful, many high-end condenser microphones, dynamic microphones, those puppies do require oomph, and they do require 48 volt kind of oomph. So this sort of system has the ability, meaning you can have like giant podcast mic like Joe Rogan's, and if they require phantom power, this puppy is like, I got you fam, you do not have to worry about it. So that's there. You can handle 4 professional microphones without including lavaliers. Although let that be very clear, not all lavaliers handle the same voltage level. Some requires 2.5 volts, some require 5 volt. Please check the manual. Are they both compatible or not? And it does have micro SD card support, which again, I'm personally happy about it because my goddamn H1N, even though it's a recent device from H1, it's like it only supported 32 gigabytes. I'm like, by the time when it was released, it was a new system. It was like, bro, we could easily buy 256 GB SD cards. It's like, no, you only 32. It's like, that was frustrating. Thankfully, this time they have learned. It's like, no, we'll give you the what is the biggest you can buy. So biggest you can buy is 2 terabytes. So tada, you don't have to worry about it. Meaning this can act as your long-term archival backup without ever worrying about it. That's good. And swappable mic capsules. Be mindful, it is not backwards compatible with H5. But again, it happens. 10 years. I can't be too mad about it. So they have 3 ready to go at the point of launch, meaning you have 2 phantom powered XLR jacks, you have 2 capsule mics, and you have 1 shotgun mic. That's up to you. And it can act as a USB audio interface, meaning if you have this puppy and you want to do live streaming, you can directly use this puppy. And it supports 32-bit direct recording and 24-bit. Now, my personal favorite, which I am really happy that this company is actually screaming and announcing, is that this supports advanced limiter, meaning when you have 32-bit, you have all the data in the world. There is no reason to limit the audio. So this looks into the next sample. Basically, one sample is here. It's like, yeah, audio is good. Next sample, oh yeah, it's clipping. It's like, okay, no problem. I'm gonna gain it down. digitally. The audio is there, data is there, they're just like scaling it up. Scaling it down so it fits. So it fits through that 24-bit pipeline. Benefit of that is you can do live streaming and you do not have to worry about clipping, and that algorithm that is working, it will work as fast, almost as fast as basically analog circuits. And yes, in analog actual microphone you can also have what we call analog limiters, but those are expensive and very hard to do right without adding too much noise. So having that, like, you have 32-bit, use it. If everything else is 24-bit limited, just have a digital limiting system. You have the GG data, you compress the GG data when it starts to go aboard. You do not have to worry about it. So that's awesome. And it has, that's what they are calling advanced look ahead limiters. That's what they are calling it. It does have line output. Line output simply means the gain level does not change too much. And headphone out, because again, you do want a bit more comfort in your headphones. So you may want to set it on a different level. It has both outputs plus USB-C. So tech is kind of good. And again, this is directly from their manual. I'm happy that actually they show that, yeah, we have 2 analog to digital converter. Saying 32-bit means nothing. 32-bit float means nothing unless you have 2 analog to digital gain converter. 3 or 4. I've only seen one company that went cuckoo enough where they have 4 of them. But most only do 2. 2 is more than good enough. Now let's talk about its performance. So performance this time, they are very open about it. It's like generally in Essential series or H series, they generally give lower end equipment. Higher end equipment is their F series. This time they are like, no, we are directly copy pasting F series preamps. And let that be very clear. If you look into audio equipments, you will find the price range going from super cheap to idiotically expensive. Here's the funny part. Digital circuit is same. Like, you can literally find the same manufacturer giving chips to mix free to Zoom also. And yes, price gap is almost 10x between them, or sometimes Scorpion systems, which are even more ludicrously expensive. They all have same supplier for digital chip. Then it's like, what's the difference? Analog circuit. Analog circuit is black magic. It's like, you have to touch the capacitor the right way. I'm not even making it up. It has to be just right. Only then you're gonna get that perfect low noise. So preamps is where the money is. Like the digital part, you and I can do it. At the moment it touches the analog circuit, that's just like, it goes from science to art. At that point in time, it's the love, it's the flow of electrons. Not even joking, there is a thing known as popping a popcorn noise from resistors. It's a thing. So preamps, that's the part that requires a lot of love and attention. They are not chipping out on that. They are like, yeah, you're gonna get F series one. So that's basically in Zoom's own lineup, that's the pro end. That's how high as they can go. So they have that. And audio quality, all the testing is flat out clear. H5, which was very successful for 10 years. It's like, yeah, flat out much better. Like, there is no discussion here. It's like, yeah, this is tangibly better. They did not cheap out on the microphone capsule. They did not cheap out on preamps. So it actually shows the noise floor is actually low. So that's very good. And to amp it up, because again, 10-year new equipments, it has timecode support. Now you have 2 pathways of doing time support. First, you can have Bluetooth dongle attached into it, and then it can work with like ultra sync, which allows you to sync the audio. Now like, okay, why do you need dongle? It's because of patent. Some company has their patent on Bluetooth device inside the system. That's why all companies are like, no, you have to use dongle, be it Tascam, be it Zoom. So some other company has that patent. But don't worry for too long. The patents expire in 20 years. After that, it will start to show up. Or you can even have your generator. Now, like, why would I want to add generator? The reason is generally audio devices are supposed to be much better in terms of audio signal generation, meaning they can also generate much more reliable timing signal. So for this, you add this puppy. What does this puppy have? This puppy has what we call temperature compensated oscillator, meaning it will not drift. So this will create the time signal. It will go into your cameras. Now, is that done that way? Yeah, in most of the productions, you will find the audio devices are the one responsible, or you will have third party. So if you have third party like BlueSync, go YOLO on that. If you want this puppy to act as a master, it can work with that. So it's a good step up from the last generation, meaning you can actually use this for a lot of heavier setup without too much hassle, especially with the Bluetooth adapter. And then they are planning to, let that be very clear, they are planning to, but this is the most awesome thing that I want to be true, is that they are launching their something like this 32-bit lavalier microphone. Like, okay, what's the difference between this and let's say DJI Mic 2? Yeah, DJI Mic 2 and Rode Wireless Go Pro and Rode Wireless Go 2, all of them have the ability to record 32-bit, but they transmit 24-bit. Now, problem with that is your camera gets clipped audio. But if you can transmit 32-bit audio, basically from wirelessly to this puppy can adjust the level, meaning your camera can get a clean, loud signal without clipping, and you do not have to worry about it. For people who do run and gunning, that's shut up, take money, go home. There is no discussion there. If that any camera company, basically ideally I would love a camera company to evolve from 1990s, like, hey, we have USB, use USB data transfer. It's like, but again, expecting 90s technology to catch up to 2020 is like, whoo. But again, what's the next best thing? Next best thing is you have a recorder there that has very clean line out. That line out directly goes into your camera, but the digital signal that is being converted, it's limited, so it does not clip, and you get loud enough signal. You always want loud signal for your camera. Camera's preamp is garbage, so you want loud signal. Or Blackmagic is one company that does make cameras that have digital audio in. That's how rare it is. I'm like, why let go of 1990? But I'm really happy about this. Like, again, let's just say if this company actually starts to do it, and some other companies like this is like, hey, we can do that too, I would be like so happy, so happy. So that's there. And you can, if you buy the basically Bluetooth adapter, you also get command and control over your mobile phone app, the Zoom Handy Control and Sing app. So that's also an extra boost that you can get. So it's a quality system with a lot of scope. And again, known system, known brand, and Zoom H5 was good. This is better than that. So question is, for whom this puppy is? Well, for people who are to do run and gun shooting. For example, let's say a lot of YouTubers and a lot of content creator will have camera like this, and they will have a giant shotgun mic. But here's the giant shotgun mic directly going into your basically camera, be it mirrorless, be it whatever, not that good. Going through a dedicated audio device that solely job is there is like, I got this. The output quality on the same microphone on same camera is magnificently different. So that's why you would enjoy that. And again, given the fact that onboard mic that you're gonna get in the box, it's actually good enough that you may not want to add another system. Shut up, take money. The fact that it can do limiting, shut up, take money. So even if you have like a boom arm, you can have that mic going into this, and this can limit the signal. So tada! If something bad happens, you have 32-bit float as a backup. If nothing, basically cable from here to here, camera works, everything's fine, you're gonna get loud, ready signal. And loud signal matters because once you're going through digital compression of YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, you need loud signal. You want like almost -6 dB to almost -3 dB. Again, that's too loud. In the TV world, we generally aim for -12. Cinema world, we aim for much lower. That's why cinema has dynamic range. But again, for run and gun shooting, you need clarity, you need loudness. This puppy can is like, I got you, fam. With quality mic, I got you. With onboard mic, I got you. So that's awesome. Podcast with quality limiter, because again, microphones, not that expensive. Quality interface that can handle those sort of system without adding its own noise. Lol. Look into the price and you'll be like, lol. That's how pricey it is. And this puppy is like, I got this. You can have 4 quality microphone. This can handle all of them. Send 32-bit float data. And here's the funny thing. You can send 24-bit data and it's still recording in 32-bit. And it will do limiting, meaning your live stream in real time, it's never clipping. That's awesome. And portable recorder with time code, that's alone very reasonable, desirable in many production. Is like, shut up, take money. And great for personal production, meaning if you're a lot of independent artists swear by this sort of equipment, like for example, this is H5. So if you are using something like this, you will enjoy this. 32-bit wireless lab system, let that be very clear. I'm not saying buy based on that, but if that turns out to be true, as I'm expecting it to be, it's going to be epic. And I want that to be successfully awesome, because then I can guarantee either Rode or DJI, one of them will crack that puppy for this sort of mic system. So this is a good add-on. Like, they took their sweet time, and again, using AA batteries nowadays is like to each their own, but it's good stuff. And going location recording, again, capsule mic itself, but be mindful, the capsule does not have wind muff as of now. It should be launched very soon. The dead cat and all that jazz should be launched soon, but as of now, it's not there. So if you are doing something like this where you have a dedicated audio setup where you go and record on site, then you're gonna be very happy with this. And yes, every shooting, when you're there, even in Dune, when they're going there, once the shoot is done, you will have an audio guy who's recording just the ambience. In movie, you always want to have sources of each file, meaning dialogues will be recorded separately, special effects will be recorded separately, ambience will be recorded separately, music will be separately. Only then they can mix it through. So you always need on-site audio recording. And again, some companies, some productions cheap out on that, and you can almost feel that it's like, bro, it's, and again, it also dilutes the effect of green screen. So you do want on-site actual audio, because again, this is subconscious level. Your brain will automatically look for those things. If it does not find it, it will figure out as, yeah, I'm dreaming, or it's cheap. So it matters. So those sort of people will be really happy with this equipment. So it's a good update. I'm not sure about the price. If the price is reasonable, it would be good. But if price is too stupid in India, it's like, well, too stupid in India. I'm genuinely hoping that 32-bit system works. I really want 32-bit limited to 24-bit. Record 32-bit, but limit the damn thing to 24-bit. So again, all the ancient technology we utilize can be utilized without any issue. So this was my presentation on basically Zoom H5 Studio. Hopefully you have liked it, learned from it. In that case, please click the like button, share it amongst your friends. That will help me a lot. If you didn't like it, didn't enjoy it, I urge you to press dislike, press it twice to show me extra disappointment. Please leave a comment because I do try to reply to all of them. Subscribe, press the bell icon if you're free, and as always, thanks for watching.